the most important characteristic of leaders. Leadership trait. So I hear, you hear this all the time: vision, charisma. I've met some astonishing leaders that don't have big Steve Jobs visions, and wonderful leaders who don't have like lots of, what we see as charisma, which is all this sort of external energy. For me, the number one trait is courage. I think leadership is one of the most difficult things that someone can choose to do. And integrity and courage I would put close together, because it takes a lot of courage to act with integrity sometimes when the pressures on us sometimes push us to do other things. It takes courage to speak truth to power. It takes courage to do the right thing and sometimes sacrifice our own career advancement because it's the right thing to do. It takes courage to sometimes be unpopular. Not to mention the fact that, unlike being in the rank and file, leadership is a 24/7 job. I think that takes courage to understand that it comes at great personal sacrifice. It's sometimes very lonely. So I think courage is it, which raises the second question: where does courage come from? I don't believe courage is a deep internal fortitude. You dig down deep and find the courage. I don't think that's true. I think courage is external. We jump out of an airplane. We have the courage to jump out of an airplane because of the parachute on our back. It's the thing on our back that gave us the courage. It's not this blind desire to just jump out of aircraft. A world famous trapeze artist would never try a brand new death-defying act for the first time without a net. It's the net that gave them courage. And so we get courage by the strength of our relationships. That when we have to make a hard decision or do the right thing, all it requires is at least one person in our life to say, I got your back. You got this. I'm there for you. Even if it goes south, I'm still going to be there with you. Like, that's all it requires is the love of another human being who's willing to stand with us. And that gives us the courage. And so the quality of our relationships and the quality of our teams, I think, determines the amount of courage we have. Everybody in this room knows people who've put their life on the line to save the life of another, thinking that they might die in so doing. And when you ask those people, why did you do it? You weren't ordered to do it. No one would have faulted you if you didn't do it. Why did you do it? They almost always give the same kind of answer, which is because they would have done it for me. It's the undying belief that someone has my back that gives me the courage to do remarkable things.